In the gentle warmth of June's final days, nestled in the glow of devotion and tradition, Catholics around the world pause to honor one of the Church's most tender devotions, the Feast of the Immaculate Heart of the Blessed Virgin Mary. The feast offers a moment of deep reflection on the heart of a mother, not just a mother, but Mary, the mother of Jesus, whose love, sorrow, and unwavering faith are etched into the heart of the Church itself. The Immaculate Heart of Mary is more than a symbol, it's a spiritual compass. Often depicted surrounded by roses and pierced with a sword, Mary's heart mirrors the joy of the Annunciation, the suffering of the crucifixion, and the quiet perseverance of maternal love. The image invites the faithful to consider Mary's inner life, her thoughts, her willingness to say yes, and her sorrow as she stood at the foot of the cross. This devotion gained significant momentum in the 17th century, championed by St. John Wood. But it wasn't until the 20th century, following the apparitions in Fatima in Portugal, that the Church formally established the feast. Pope Pius XII, moved by the events of World War II, emphasized Mary's heart as the haven of peace in a suffering world. Though the term Immaculate Heart doesn't appear in Scripture, the Gospels hint at Mary's inner life. In Luke 2 verse 19 and Luke 2 verse 51, it says that Mary kept all these things, pondering them in her heart. This idea, Mary's heart is a place of reflection, sorrow, and joy, became a theological and spiritual treasure. The Immaculate Heart represents Mary's interior life, her love for God and humanity, her virtues, her purity, and her unique sorrow as the mother of Jesus. The heart is often shown encircled by roses or lilies, symbolizing her purity, pierced with a sword, recalling Simeon's prophecy of her suffering in Luke 2 verse 35, burning with flame, representing her passionate love for all souls. Unlike major holidays of obligation, the Feast of the Immaculate Heart is often observed in quiet but deeply personal ways. In cathedrals and chapels, through whispered prayers and candlelit masses, the faithful bring their own hopes and sorrows, entrusting them to Mary's maternal intercession. In Nairobi, as in many places around the world, churches bloom with roses and lilies, flowers associated with purity and suffering. Children dressed in white may lead Marian processions. Others gather to recite the rosary or participate in Eucharist adoration, offering hearts of their own in imitation of Mary's. To honor Mary's Immaculate Heart is not merely an act of veneration, it's a challenge to imitate. Her heart represents courage in fear, stillness in chaos, and compassion in pain. In a world still marked by the division and uncertainty, Mary's heart beats with relevance. A theologian once noted that Mary is the Church prototype not because she was a theologian, but because she believed. Her heart reminds the faithful that belief is not abstract, it is felt, wept over, and lived. In many ways, the Feast of the Immaculate Heart is a quiet revolution. It does not call for grand gestures but for inward transformation. It invites each person to step closer to mercy, to open their hearts to love as fiercely and freely as she did. And in doing so, maybe, just maybe, the world becomes a little more like her heart. Immaculate, pierced but always full of grace.